everyone. Welcome back to Adobe Live here on Behance. I'm Kathleen, and I'm here with my new friend Kei.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yes, thank you for sticking around after Bobby and Alice's stream. Great job, by the way.
Amazing job.
Claps to you, too. They're ignoring us.
Such a natural.
Yes, natural. But now it's our turn. It's Kei and Kei's turn to do some illustration. So if you are new to Adobe Live, we are here every week, pretty much Tuesday through Thursday. Even this week is a little bit special. We're going to be here Tuesday through Friday, but more on that later. And we're focusing on illustration, specifically color in illustration, which you can see behind us. Kei uses color beautifully. Kyle says, superstar.
Thank you, Kyle.
Oh, Renee says, I miss you, Kei.
I miss you too, Renee. Can't wait to see you.
Yeah. Renee, where you at? You upstairs? So thanks again, everyone, for coming and hanging out with us. Like usual, we do have a challenge for you, and we do have a chat and win for you. So in about 30 minutes, we'll be giving away this beautiful print by my good friend, Percy Chin.
So cool.
Really, really amazing. This deer is my dog's spirit animal. It looks exactly like him, just so you know. So in 30 minutes, we'll be giving this away. Make sure you stay tuned for that.
Beautiful piece.
It really is, and it's nice. It's a hefty.
It is, yeah.
It's even branded on the back. And then in an hour, we're going to be looking at your submissions for the Daily Challenge. The Daily Challenge is to create and share a design with your favorite quote using Photoshop CC. So it's really simple. We're just going to be combining type with some sort of image to create a design, the basics of design. So you can use any typeface you want, and then you could use an illustration that you're creating alongside Kei, or a photograph that you took, a photograph of an inspirational person. And let's throw that quote on there, get some texture going, and there's more info in the challenge tab. We'll be picking one lucky winner out of all of the submissions today to win a free year of Creative Cloud.
Amazing.
Really?
I wish I had that.
Yeah, you gotta submit. You gotta make your submission right now. So this week we do have amazing illustrators. We've got Anna, we've got Nathan, Kei, Bobby for Tuesday through Thursday, all focusing on different things, all amazing illustrators with amazing different styles. And we also do have the kickoff for the Daily Creative Challenge featuring Photoshop today. So if this is news to you, no worries. It's a pretty new thing. We are going to be starting our Daily Creative Challenge for Photoshop at 12 p.m. Pacific time in about an hour and a half. And this is really a great way for you if you're new to Photoshop or want to sharpen up your skills to partake in daily challenges and to come chat with us every day on a live show. Come chat with us on Slack, but we'll talk about that more later. Okay, enough from me. That's 3 minutes of talking.
That is great talking.
So, who are you, Kei? I'm gonna introduce yourself to our new friends so they can know what you're all about.
I do illustrations and concept art for mainly film right now. I used to do character design for like TV shows, like in my early days, and children's books and stuff like that.
Right.
But now it's mostly film for live action and animation.
Awesome, and you can see on the screen behind me some of Kei's beautiful work. We'll scroll through this. So definitely a focus on character design, like you said.
Yeah, these ones you see here, these are just fun, like after work, you know,
Just casual.
practice.
No big deal.
Trying to keep your creative soul going, because you know, in the commercial industry, you have to deliver for other people's ideas.
Yeah.
You put in your ideas as well, but it's, you know, you're there for the collective to create, you know, a bigger thing.
Right, definitely. So this is just Kei time.
This is just personal stuff.
It's beautiful. Somebody said big fan. That is on Android. Mr. Android is a big fan.
Love your name, Android.
Super cool. And let us know, chat, if you are interested in character design, if you're interested in color, what part of illustration really grabs your attention. And we have Kei with us for about an hour and a half. So if you have any questions about the industry, about work, about following your passion projects and turning them into something amazing, wink, wink, that's what she did, along with a bunch of other amazing people. So maybe we can talk about that later.
Keep them coming.
Renata says, the eyes on the prize illustration you posted on Instagram is my favorite.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that one was just like a after work I don't know, spur of the moment. You're just tired and you just want to go get some food. So I'm that creature.
Yes.
It's just like, it's grub time.
Yeah, led by food at all times. Andrew says, whoa, such awesome work. Yes, agreed. Paula says, I'm interested in character design. I want to be a comic book artist when I graduate in December.
Oh, perfect, because right now I'm going to take you through exactly how I do my character design, but on like a condensed version, because we only have an hour.
Yes.
So I'll try to make this good, concise, and sweet for you all.
Yeah, a little tasty tidbit.
Yeah.
Nice. So I've been watching you kind of set up your workspace. Is this how you normally work, with like the floating window and your toolbars?
Yeah, very simple. I love like Bobby's setup with like the multiple windows. It is very important that you could like zoom in and out and like, you know, not disorient yourself. So having those windows set up is definitely helpful. But right now for today, we're just gonna focus on drawing and design for this character. And right now I am feeling something ethereal. I'm super into
Ooh, I
ethereal
noticed.
things right now.
A lot of things have wings, flowy hair.
Something feminine, and I love creatures, so I'm thinking of doing a blend of
An anamorph.
yes, a creature, goddess, maybe, you know,
Yeah.
female. Let's see what it is.
Let's see what beauty happens. It's gonna be
But
amazing.
he or she is gonna be badass.
Sweet. Ethereal warrior.
So yeah, so initial sketches are always loose, very loose. You know, just getting down the ideas and getting to know your character is very important.
Right. Yeah, we were talking about this a little bit earlier about how character design is so difficult and important because you're creating a being out of thin air, out of your mind. It needs to be multidimensional, it needs to have different personality traits, and that needs to come across in how they look.
Absolutely. You're essentially creating the star of the show. So it's gotta resonate with people
Right.
from the get-go.
I like it already. Awesome.
Anything without like pupils, just like, it's just intriguing.
Yes, definitely.
Right? It really has that power.
You're like, where are you looking? What are you thinking? We have a question already from Jamie, and I do definitely want to encourage you all to ask questions. Like I said, we've got Kei for about an hour and a half, and she's a pro. So this is the time to ask the questions. Jamie asks, what has been the most difficult style that you have been asked to work with, and how did you handle it?
Oh gosh, every project has their difficult challenges. I think off the bat, what is the most difficult? I can't say so much. I just enjoy.
It's a secret? Oh, okay.
Yeah, the new one is a secret, definitely.
Okay.
What's the most difficult? I feel like the most difficult for me are my personal work right now. Because when I'm on a project, there's always, you know, a set goal, and they've got like an idea.
Right.
But because I've got a range of like from animation to live action, I always like have that challenge of how do I want to finish this up? Because you could go really like graphic, like the background that you saw.
Right.
You know, that's just like a more graphic,
Yeah.
stylized style.
Right.
And then there's the realistic style where you could add on like textures and lighting and, you know, like make it even more believable.
Right.
So that's where I'm just like, what is it? Like, how do
Right.
you want it?
Yeah.
You know, you could just do a range.
How far do I push this?
How far do you want to push this? But I think it all comes down to what your goal is for that piece, like what your intention is, like how do you want your audience to feel?
Yeah.
'Cause-
Oh. I was like, doink.
Thanks, you just made it even better.
Did I? Okay. Oh, this is what I did.
But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, it's just your intention. Well, what do you want your audience to get out of it? And
Is that a little tail? It's so cute.
it is now. Yeah, right now I'm focusing on shapes and her kind of her essence, her personality somehow.
Yeah, she seems almost like a caretaker. Like she is responsible for something.
I like that.
A little bit motherly. Yeah, like a guardian. Definitely. Ooh, Paula, great point. She says, gonna go stretch. I've been sitting at my desk since 8 this morning.
That's a good thing to do. You gotta do your stretches once in a while.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
been a point, well, in my early days where I'm just like, I'm gung-ho, just like, oh, gotta do this, gotta finish up. And you're just like working. And you forget your body,
Yeah.
you know, and that's like the most important thing to take care of when you're an artist, because you're constantly sitting, and a lot of us will have like the leg and back problems, so, and the wrist problems.
Yes.
Especially. So
Those
it's
two.
very good to, you know, every maybe 20 minutes, take that 5-minute break to stretch, because it does pay off, and it, you know, it maintains everything. It keeps you going for the long run. If you want to do this forever,
You gotta take care of it. You gotta train.
which we can. We're not like athletes, which is a great thing. Like, for athletes, there's a certain point where you can't be doing what you're doing.
Right.
But with artists, you know, 100 years old. I remember Sorrel the illustrator, 100+ years old, still drawing, and you see like videos of him like, you know, walking to his desk with his wife, just like making him like breakfast or something.
Aww.
And they're just two lovely old couple and just making art forever. And I think that's beautiful.
Yeah, it sticks with you for life. Van says, I do Tai Chi. It helps a lot.
Oh, that's cool.
There you go.
Tai Chi's great.
Keep your mental space clear as well.
That's totally just like yoga. We love yoga in the
nice.
studio.
Mandatory yoga sessions.
Totally. And
Awesome.
a couple years back, we used to do P90X.
Oh, that's intense.
That is super intense. But that was when our wedding was coming up, so we were like, all right, we got to get fit.
Gotta get
The
in
belly's
shape.
getting there. We gotta get
Intense shape. Wow.
so. Yeah.
Then you're like, all right, we're married now.
It's
Time for yoga.
Yeah, time for happy bellies.
Yeah, there you go.
No, but maintain. Keep healthy. That's the whole part of the game.
Yeah. And moving away from physical health, Ryan is talking about a business plan, business health, wondering, he's looking for tips on sneaking into the illustrative workforce. Specifically sneaking in, Ryan? Do you need to sneak in?
You want to sneak in?
Or do you have any tips on breaking into the creative fields?
You gotta, the best way is probably have a clear goal. And let's just focus on one thing, whether it's like character design or creature design, you know, even more specific, or environments. What kind of environments? Do you like sci-fi? Do you like, what are the other genres?
What are the other ones?
Horror.
Fantasy, horror. Or even age ranges, like, is it
and
children's stuff?
what kind of sci-fi? You know, like, who are your influences?
Yeah.
And, you know, get really specific. And when you get good at that specific thing, then you can always branch out into different things once you're in. But yeah, it's always best when people recognize you for one solid thing, and then you could just easily create from there.
Right, definitely. And you were telling me a little bit about your path into the creative field, and it didn't really start with animation. It started with something very analog and physical, and then almost by chance circumstances, you realized maybe your passions lied elsewhere.
Yes, I started in murals in Toronto. I'm from Toronto, Canada. And I was 16 at that time in high school, and my art teacher, he was so cool. He's like, hey, you gotta, you know, apply for this job.
Cool.
You know, do it. And I luckily got it and started painting huge murals for private mansions. And
Was there anything weird that you had to paint?
weird?
Lots of naked bodies?
Yeah,
Or
there's some naked people, but very
The owners?
tasteful.
Oh, okay.
Like very like Renaissance kind of like feeling.
That
But I
sounds
did
awesome.
start off. I was telling you earlier. I started off with bushes first. Once they trusted me with plants,
Yes.
then I moved into clouds, and then maybe an arm until it's like the full like figure.
Yeah. There you go. And you're like, I'm done with this. I'm gonna go do stuff for movies and TV shows.
Yeah, well, I got the film bug. Well, of course, like growing up with film, you're just like, engulfed in it and just mesmerized by the Disney movies and the ILM, like Star Wars. And,
yeah.
like even way back, like Hook. I loved Hook.
There you go. It's a spectacle for the eyeballs.
Yeah.
For sure.
And it pushed it even more when I got some experience like on set, like just doing like extra work, being an extra, which is like very, very odd.
Yeah.
I got it through my high school boyfriend at that time. He was an extra in those like movies like X-Men, and I was just like, wow, the energy and the vibe, behind the scenes is just amazing.
Right.
Like the collaboration and just thinking on the spot, problem solving on the spot. It was just that vibe that was just, intriguing, and you just want to be part of it. So I loved film since then and just gravitated towards animation at that time because it did involve drawing
Right.
a heck of a lot, which was great. Like going into like film and animation school really taught me the whole pipeline of everything. And with animation, they go into so much detail, I feel like more so than live action, because you're basically designing everything from scratch, from the characters. It literally starts like this, like just a piece of paper, and you're drawing a character or an environment, and the storyboarding, like all of that is very, very detail oriented in animation. Everything is just created from nothing.
Yeah.
With live action, the great thing about live action is that it's more spontaneous. You have more leeway
Right.
to just go on the spot.
That's
and, like,
true. Like a character
Yeah.
won't just improv a line or like you can't really.
Yeah, you're with animation, you're making up every single thing.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Man, that's so
That's
cool.
why it's an amazing field. You're playing God
Yeah. These amazing creatures.
and influencing, millions of people for, years and years to come. So
Yeah, it's like I imagine or I remember being a little kid and seeing movies and cartoons and feeling something inside me that was like, this is something I want to pursue, or this makes me feel a certain way and I want to know
Right.
more about it. And the fact that you can do that.
yes.
Yeah, and not saying you have to be in film or animation or what have you to make an impact on someone, because you don't. But I think a lot of people have that experience.
You'll all have your calling, Just
Yeah.
try
Yeah.
to find what that is
Right.
and grow it. Because I do believe that we all have our purpose
Yeah,
in this world.
something to pursue, for sure. And
And right now we need better humans.
yeah, make some good art. to help
Some good
people.
art out there.
Definitely. This is kind of going back to people who might still be figuring out their callings, but Lily is wondering, what advice could you give to high school students or students in general who want to pursue a career similar to you?
Oh yeah, high school? Damn, you're ahead of the game.
Yeah, right? I didn't even know what Photoshop was in high school.
Exactly. This is great that you're in here
Yes.
and tuning in. My advice would be as open-minded as you can be, especially as an artist. Learn everything that you can, because of a lot of it is building that library in your head of different things that you could pull from and create from.
Yeah.
And a big part of that also is experiencing the world around you and getting to know yourself and what you like. And yeah, all that good stuff.
Right, just really exploring.
I think that at that point, high school, you should be a sponge.
Yeah, definitely.
Soak it all in. The good, the bad, leave the bad more.
But try it.
And just be open.
Definitely. I think you have nothing to lose.
No.
Your career isn't riding on it, even if it was.
And
okay.
Growing up nowadays, you've got everything on the palm of your hands. So, use it to the best you can, to your advantage. And don't worry so much about what's out there, I guess. For artists, a lot of artists right now, they have, an anxiety kind of, struggle with the internet, because just tons and tons of me too. Me. There's just tons of great artists out there, and it's very natural to feel like, oh shit,
I will never
if
be
they
good
can
enough.
do that, what the hell am I doing? Just focus on your lane, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You have your own gift to share with the world.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely.
I think that's the most important thing. It's good to appreciate other artists and applaud them for their stuff. But you gotta separate that from, what you need to do in your soul, and
yeah,
that's tough.
It is
because
tough.
it's not healthy to just focus on.
Yeah.
And
if
things
you
that will
focus on that, you're not going to make cool stuff. You're not going to make your things.
You're just going to be stuck gawking at other people's stuff when you yourself can do it.
Definitely. Or trying to emulate someone else. It's okay to study.
I should take my advice.
Yeah.
sometime.
You're like, this sounds pretty good. But yeah, you got to make the things that only your hand can make. Only you can make.
Yes.
Oh, we've got Danny Dufford in the chat. What's up, Danny?
Hi, Danny. I did see Kyle earlier too. Kyle, I love your brushes. Thanks for changing the world, changing the art game. With, your amazing brushes.
Yeah.
Really.
Thanks, Kyle. Appreciate it. Are you using?
I
a
am
brush at the
using my
moment?
favorite brush that Bobby mentioned earlier,
Animator.
which is the Drawing Box Animator Pencil 2. It's nice and simple, and it does, it flows well. It does the trick.
Right, and I noticed you even kind of put a beige background
Yeah.
behind your drawing. Why do you do that?
It just, like what Bobby mentioned earlier, it calms the eyes. And when you're having a hard time visualizing from the get-go, it is very helpful with that. I just lost my layers.
Hello, layers.
Layers.
They're somewhere around
But
here.
yeah, and you could definitely, if you're having a hard time visualizing things, you could totally turn that down even more.
Whoa, interesting.
And it's kind of like that technique of carving out of the stone and just letting things pop out. So I feel like that's very helpful.
Yeah, I think it's not only calming for the eyes, but also for the mind a little bit. When especially if I'm working straight into Photoshop, not on paper first, I get overwhelmed. I'm like, this has
Right?
to be good from the get-go. But this just kind of feels like a piece of parchment that you can work on and get rid of if you need to.
The bright white is just really powerful. If you want something to really stand out, you do the white.
Yeah.
And
But that doesn't really happen in nature very often. So it's nice to kind of work in
No,
this more
you're
organic way. Yeah.
you're right, Kat.
Oh, thanks, Kay. We were trying to come up with our team name,
Yeah.
our couple name, since we're both KK. Maybe chat can name us. This happens
Yeah, you can
quite
give us
often,
a name.
actually. Yeah, give us a name. She's Kay, I'm Kathleen. I'm okay with Kat.
Yes.
I could also just be Kay, but Kay.
No Kathy.
No
right?
Kathy,
No
no.
Kathys.
We talked about this.
Just Kathleen or Kat. I like Kat.
Mm-hmm.
You're a cool cat, Kat.
Cool cat. Cool Kay cat. Cool. Okay, I'm going to let you do the work, chat. And while you're thinking of those, I will remind you that we have about 5 minutes until, ooh, Kit Kat. That's good, Eric.
Ooh.
I like that.
Kit Kat.
Mm-hmm. We have about 5 minutes until we're going to be doing our chat and win. So if you're new to the stream, We love doing awesome chat and wins where we get you interacting with chat, get the chat going, and one of you will be randomly selected to win this beautiful print by my good friend Percy Chin. Percy, if you're out there.
Percy,
where are you?
Percy, you're such a badass, Percy.
Yeah, look at this. Beautiful colors.
Yeah.
See if I can hold it even closer. Da, 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 da.
That looked like it just flowed out of him naturally.
And guess what? It was made in Photoshop Sketch, which is a mobile app.
Did he do that in 30 minutes?
Maybe. I'm sorry if I just blew out all of your eardrums. But yeah, so we're going to be doing the chat and win in about 3.5 minutes now. You could be the awesome winner, could hang on your wall. You could gift it to someone. You could keep it all.
I would keep it for myself.
In your private Percy Chin shrine.
An awesome print.
Mm-hmm. I can even see some of I can pick out some of the brushes he used. And that's cool. I like that.
That is neat.
Very nice. Paula says, I would also keep it. Mm-hmm. David the yellow deer, so good. Looks like my dog.
The yellow deer is primo.
Yes, so good. Jasmine says, I really like how the sketch isn't sketchy. Like the lines are so confident and purposeful.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, a lot of practice, probably.
A lot of, like I said, it's just, you keep it going. You try to learn different things. Right now, these ones are inspired from my trip to Bali.
Wow, cool. I can see
and
that.
I've just been in love ever since.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also, I'm also drawing up from, what's his name? Ray Harryhausen.
Whoa, 3 names.
Yeah. Ray Harryhausen, the legend.
Oh, there we go. All right, I'll show you. Wait, did he do, what's this movie called?
I can't remember.
Not Attack on Titan.
Yeah. Well,
but the Titan
one
movie.
Of the Titan movie.
What's the Titan movie called?
No, I feel you. My brain is mush. After Comic-Con, it's just... But yeah, I saw some of his sculpts there. It was amazing.
Wow, look at this.
Yeah. So without him, animation wouldn't be what it is, or live action wouldn't be what it is, and special effects wouldn't be what it is today without this guy.
Whoa.
And he did the hard work. It was painstakingly
look at this.
move it little by little. Well, they still do that now,
but he was one of the first.
Yes, he was the first.
Man, incredible. Sinbad, okay, that's what Anna says. Clash of the Titans.
Clash of the Titans, yeah.
I used to love that movie, unironically. I was in 6th grade, so I don't think I could be ironic. But I loved that movie. Ron, great question. One that we often ask our guests.
What's that?
Who are you inspired by?
Let's see.
Artists?
Besides Bobby Chu.
Yes. That guy over there.
Oh man, there's so many good people. Great friends of ours, like Carla Ortiz, that killer artist.
Nice.
And person. Steven Silver, longtime great friend and artist as well. Sherry McKenna is my ultimate mentor goddess.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, whenever we come to San Francisco, we love to visit Sherry and Lauren Lanning. They created Oddworld, the game.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, super cool. But not only that, Sherry is a badass. She is a big time producer from since forever. Mm-hmm. She even designed the MTV logo.
What?
Yep. Yep. Look,
that's cool.
Renee knows Sherry. Yeah, she's amazing. Yeah,
that's
Sherry. Awesome. I'm glad some of you guys know.
Yeah.
Who else is good?
Man, they've got a
so
list.
many
Keep
good people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, I could go through my Instagram list. Helen Mingju Chen, also our great friend. Mm-hmm. Ryan Lang. I'm just gonna name a bunch.
Yeah, you're my friend. This person. Also
Tuna
this
Bora.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you know Tuna?
Beautiful colors.
Tuna's genius.
Mm-hmm.
She's so eloquent with her words too.
Wow. So
my heroes. Those are my heroes.
Yeah. That's amazing. Ooh, we have fireworks happening behind us. Do you see? After you got done with your list of heroes, they celebrated with a fireworks show to let you all know that we are going to do our chat and win. So stick around. We'll be back in a minute. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that little adventure.
That was a nice break.
Yeah, very nice break. Had a little coffee break. It was great. So chat, you know what to do. Get in the chat pod and let's ask them a question. Maybe who inspires you? Mm-hmm. Who are your inspiring
favorite
people?
artists right now?
Yes. So let us know in the chat. When you say something in chat, you are entered to win our chat and win. You could win the beautiful poster that I won't knock into the microphone. By Percy. Maybe we can conjure Percy here if we say his name enough. Say it in chat.
Percy.
Maybe he will appear like Beetlejuice. So make sure to say something in chat. If you're not logged in on Behance, now is a great time to do so. And we will have a random winner chosen very soon. Ooh, Jamie says Hayao Miyazaki.
Oh,
Obviously.
yeah. Hayao Miyazaki for sure.
Mm-hmm. Tim says Percy. Yes. Definitely.
I love Michael Cucci.
Mm.
We've worked with him in a couple of movies. He's just incredible.
Yeah.
If you check out his work, you'll blow your mind.
That's awesome. Ooh, Marina says Bert Monroy. Really
Bert
cool
Monroy.
compositing artist in Photoshop. And we have a winner. Do you see the name above us?
What? Van Dyck Ranian.
Yes, Van Dyck Ranian.
Congratulations,
you are the winner.
Van.
Congrats. So you are the proud owner of this beautiful print.
You lucky guy.
Yeah, you lucky duck. Can we keep it? Van, do you really want it? Let us know in chat if you really want it or not. Even if you don't.
Yes, Kim Jong-ji too.
Oh my gosh, an icon.
Gerald. Moebius, yes, we got to meet Moebius like out of luck one time.
You found him in an airport.
Yeah, at CTN.
Oh, cool.
His wife is known for being very protective over him.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Bobby and I this is like...
Did you intercept her?
This is a very special story that I'm sharing right now. Bobby's like smiling right now. But it was at this expo called CTNX, and he was the guest artist. He's long time past.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't think he was around anymore.
But that was a special moment because he was there signing stuff, and his amazing wife, who was very protective of him, would not let anybody, kind of get too close. And so Bobby and I kind of did like, just naturally, without any agenda, we kind of like distracted her so that Moebius would like slip in like a little drawing for us. So now we've got like a special drawing from Moebius.
That's amazing. So he was in on it. He's like, I'll do this for you.
Yeah,
just distract her.
Because he's just super generous guy. But maybe that's why she's protective of him. Because he would just give, drawings and sketches at. But I think that's great.
Wow,
Lucky it's meant to be shared. Don't
Amazing.
deprive him of giving us art.
Ron says so lucky. Yeah, agreed.
That was an unreal special moment.
That's so cool. Man, just like Van just had when he won this poster. Van will sign it for you if you want. Just kidding. But if you keep an eye on your Behance messages, Van, Adobe Live will be in contact with you to get this sent over to you.
Congrats, Van.
And since we did our chat and win, that means there's about 30 minutes left until we're going to be looking at our contest or challenge submissions. We already have quite a few. We have about 10 so far, so that's awesome. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, make sure you check out the challenge tab at be.net/live, which is hopefully where you're watching. So you're watching us, here's us on the screen. You're gonna go over to challenge right shmia, and you'll find out all the info about it. This is also the challenge for our daily creative challenge, which we will be diving into at 12. Couldn't remember for a moment. We're going to be starting our Photoshop daily creative challenge So make sure you stick around for that, and I'll talk more about that in a bit.
Cool.
Ooh, Jay, that's a great question. Sorry, go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
I was just going to mention, I'm just like searching right now for different, what do you call it? Proportions for her.
Oh,
for her
nice.
face.
Yeah.
And just finding that character. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's all about exploration. I was just going to say, Jay was wondering, advice for someone who's trying to develop an original art style.
Oh, well, I would say do not focus on finding that art style, because
Ooh.
the art style comes from knowledge, as Bobby Chu would say.
I thought you were going to say from within you.
And you can see that from like a lot of the great artists. They don't tell themselves like, I gotta draw this way or I gotta draw that way. It's the knowledge that they get, and that's like kind of like how they interpret it. That's what your style is. It's like how you interpret things, how you see the world is your style.
Yeah, that's a great point. And that's almost
focus on it.
Right, and it makes it attainable. You're like, if I get knowledge and I keep learning and keep exploring, your style is going to be kind of like a product of that.
And it's not a bad thing to study from artists. That helps a lot, because then you're deciphering how they think, and in turn you're kind of getting like that bits of knowledge and like changing your mind frame on things as well.
Right.
But you got to add your own thoughts, your own perspective.
Yeah.
That's what it is all about. Art is perspective.
Very true. Yusuf says, excellent work. I agree.
Thank you, Yusuf.
Renata says that their personal style is their Kraken. Does that mean that your personal style is something to be terrified of and you want to avoid? Renata, explain. Explain what you mean.
Don't avoid your own style.
Befriend your Kraken.
It's in you. Unleash that Kraken.
Unleash your Kraken. There you go. Clash of the Titans.
Unleash that Kraken.
Love it. And if you have any more questions, chat, please feel free to ask. Great question from Jay. Jamie asked one earlier. Love to hear more from you. And we've got Kei with us for about another little less than an hour.
Woo!
Before we jump into the Daily
Yeah, I
Creative
hope
Challenge.
to put some color in this, and once I narrow down what I really want.
Right. So each of your little studies, they are slightly different in her proportions and just her demeanor as well.
Slightly. I started out with a very calm one.
Yeah.
You said that she was more of a guide, like a helper, which I really liked. Maybe I'll mesh them all into one being, like multiple personality.
Uh-oh.
Because that's always more
her
terrifying.
Yeah.
She is a creature goddess and ethereal.
Yeah, don't put her
gotta
in a
have-
box.
No.
She's
Don't
complex.
wanna. No. Not totally. Complex beings are the best. They're the most intriguing.
Yeah, I agree. Darielle is wondering about your complexity. Do you have any other talents? Any secret talents?
I can beatbox
No. You're about to start.
in the shower.
It's where you practice where no one can hear you.
I used to play the guitar, the piano. I love that stuff, just
Cool.
growing up. I used to play for my family.
Wow.
Christmas.
I was
It
gonna
was
say
very
Christmas.
embarrassing. Very embarrassing.
How is it embarrassing?
Because they'd force you.
Oh,
You're
okay.
just
You go,
there
crying
having
and playing the
fun,
piano.
eating, and,
Yeah.
play us something. But it's nice. It's always fun with family. You know,
Yeah.
it's it brings everyone together, music. But right now, because Bobby and I live in a condo right now, so no piano, no big piano right now, no guitar, just a little uke.
Yeah. That's nice. That works.
Yeah, and we travel a heck of a lot right now, so I'm quite rusty, but it's there. Like, my love for music goes deep.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yes.
Another creative passion.
Someone's asking, you are Pinay. Pinay is like a slang version of Filipino girl. Yes, I am.
Oh, cool.
Canadian Pinay.
Nice.
have you worked in other area like graphic design or something? Graphic design on the side, yes, I've dabbled in that. Mm-hmm. It goes hand in hand with design in general.
Right.
With anything, right? You gotta just have a love for, like, seeing like great design or like appreciating like, why is this odd and why am I intrigued with that, and finding like new ways of presenting design.
Yeah, definitely.
And evolving that, you know.
Yeah, it's such a great exercise, I think, especially if you didn't study graphic design specifically or just design in general. Maybe you're more of a fine artist. Trying your hand at that can be really difficult, but really fun. It's my Kraken. I'm still pretty scared of it, but I respect it. Yeah. Graphic design specifically.
Graphic design is hecka hard.
It's really hard. I mean, it's for a reason, but it's very, very interesting. Danny says, I had to sell my drum set when I moved to San Diego. I feel the pain.
Oh.
So sad. Wait, Danny, were you
cool.
in Comic-Con? Or were you at Comic-Con as well? Because Kei was.
Yeah.
Losing her voice, getting mushy-brained.
Very mushy-brained, but I'm here.
I am
drawing
impressed.
For you.
Yes. I was going to say, wow, that flight from Canada is probably pretty long. And you're like, nope, came from Comic-Con.
Yeah, Comic-Con.
Wowza. This wasn't your first time, correct?
Oh, Comic-Con? I wish it was my first time. Nope.
Why do you wish it was your first time? Just because it'd be exciting?
Yeah, first time's always, special.
Mm-hmm.
But no, every year it is something new in Comic-Con. It's always different. But the one thing I love is just meeting up with our friends and catching up. Mm-hmm. That's what it really is. And, meeting the viewers, our fans, they come to our table. That's always gratifying.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's chaos there. It was our 11th year.
No.
This year.
Oh my gosh. I've never been to anything 11 times. Not even
I can't believe it either. Oh my God.
Wow, impressive.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of how we got our start, actually, in the movie industry.
Yeah.
Because in Comic-Con, you never know who comes by your table.
Nope.
All the casting, the directors, the producers, they all roam around there trying to find the fresh new thing. Mm-hmm. So that is a good place to be, to show yourself and show what you got. And
wow.
Yeah, like you never know who comes by your table. Our first year, this lady, she was just, walking her baby in her stroller.
It was a fake baby.
It was a fake baby. I mean, no, it was a really cute baby.
Oh, okay. And he was a producer.
Yeah, but we did not know because, totally unassuming. And she comes by, totally loved our stuff. Aww. And, hands us a card. And what do we know? It's like the head of creative at Universal. And
my neck just cracked.
No.
Oh my gosh.
We flipped out at that point. We're just like, okay. This is what this place is.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Did anything come of it, or was it just like a nice connection?
Absolutely.
Wow.
I cannot talk about it.
Yes. A little bit under wraps.
Yeah. And I think that's how Tim Burton's people found us, which led to us working on his film.
Whoa, Alice in Wonderland?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that was the very first Alice and the second Alice.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. Comic-Con.
It seems like a place to go.
It is the place to go.
Wow.
Yeah.
When you said that's how Tim Burton's people found us, that sounded very ominous.
Yeah.
By the way.
Because it's not going to be Tim Burton, walking the street. If he is, he's going to have, a shield of humans around him.
Yep.
And there's no way he's going to, unless it's, amazing and he's just going to stop. But yeah. He's a busy guy. Mm-hmm. Busy people need people to help them.
Do you have people who help you? Or are you still?
We have a very good crew.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They were with us at Comic-Con. They're lovely, and
that's awesome.
We're very lucky to have them.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
It's hard to find awesome people.
Yeah, you can really rely on. Like, get your vision.
Yeah.
Man.
Totally.
Cool.
Totally.
So, chat, we have about 15 minutes until we're going to be looking at your submissions for the daily challenge. And I know the daily challenge isn't specifically illustration-based, but you can totally make it illustration-based by putting some text over an illustration that you are creating alongside Kei. You can make an awesome textural design to put behind some text with some color. So check out the challenge tab at be.net/live if you want more information about that. And we're going to be looking at all of the submissions throughout the entire day. And one lucky person will be going home with a free year of Creative Cloud.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but we're going to be featuring all of your work here live on stream. I'm really excited to see it.
That is super cool.
So stick around. We got 15 minutes until we're going to start. I see Renata made a submission, Tariq did, Daryl, Felipe, Elizabeth, Dorit. Very cool. Keep them coming. I want to see double this amount in 15 minutes. Yeah, Mr. Director, double them, finish them. Kei talked about her influences maybe like 10 minutes ago, so make sure to watch the replay, which you can find if you are watching the chat. Just go above and you can see replays right next to schedule. We have all of our streams archived for you to watch.
But yeah, I totally remember like college, high school, growing up. A lot of those influences are like definitely from like, you know, the Renaissance time, like Leonardo da Vinci. And then it got to like Klimt and like Mucha. It was like super good. And then now it's like more towards the modern era stuff.
Yeah, but still very inspired and kind of derivative.
Yeah, but that's the great thing about art. You know, a lot of it is very timeless, and you could pull from it and create something new. But because that is what it's all about. It's like a huge conversation.
Just keeps going.
There's no end.
There really is no end. Isaac, that is a great question. In chat, I'm going to turn it back around on you. Isaac is wondering, what are your 3 favorite sketching brushes, or just brushes to use in Photoshop?
So number 1 is definitely this cow drawing box. Number 2 is just like the regular default brush, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Just round?
Just the round brush.
Soft or hard?
I like it hard.
Yeah, there you go.
Because then that forces you, especially with painting, that forces you to just hone in on what's important.
Totally. Maybe that's why I don't like it.
Not get fussy about things. It is tricky. It is so tricky. And then my 3rd brush is one of my custom brushes that I just use. It's just like a flat brush that looks like a brush pen as well. And I unfortunately did not bring that.
I was going to say, like, I feel like I can see that in some of your work.
Yeah. I use it a lot. These early ones, those are with the default brush. Definitely with default brushes. Back when I did not play around with any customizing brushes.
But look what you can do.
Really old one.
Yeah.
This one probably had one of my custom brushes. So you could see it's kind of like edgy and very painterly.
Right. I love this pop of color.
Oh,
it's awesome.
He's like, it's mine.
Give me that back. Please. Somebody was saying, I forget who it was in chat, but they saw this in a bookshop in their town. Yeah. If you're still in chat, let me know. But
they printed it without our permission? What?
I hope not.
Or I hope it's from one of our books. This was from our probably Dragon Sketches books. Bobby and I used to publish a lot of like sketchbooks in our early days, like maybe 4 times a year of just stuff. And that's how, you know, and we brought those to Comic-Con, and that's kind of how, you know, people took us seriously, because we were just very green starting off. I dropped out of college, and we're just like, we're gonna do this thing. And so we went to Comic-Con, and we had 4 books with us, and those producers pass by and they're like, why haven't we heard of you guys?
You're like, well,
and we're just like, because we're from Toronto.
yeah,
From
or like because we're
Canada.
very busy. We're busy people.
Yeah, but it's a good thing to show, those people that you like to produce a lot, and that you have a lot of ideas, especially when you're getting into concept art or like film or game. Like, it's all about the ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I could look at these for hours. Maybe we can go back to the Cintiq screen. My little
yes.
controller's not working.
That's okay.
Anita, great questions. And also, chat, we asked you what your favorite brushes were, and I don't think you answered. So chat, let us know. What brushes do you like to use in Photoshop? I like to make my own. Photoshop Capture. Very easy. Not Photoshop Capture. Adobe Capture. It's a mobile app. You can just take a picture, make a brush.
Oh,
Super
yes.
simple.
That is really, really cool.
Yeah, and then you can take it into Photoshop and like finesse it even more.
That is, oh my God. I wish I had that like 10 years ago.
Right? I know.
Or more.
Same. Let's see. Steven likes the Kid Crayon. Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, Kid Crayon's great.
Renee, it's just 9-point round brush.
Yeah. And I
too.
love Kyle's concept brushes.
Ooh,
like the effects brushes. I was just playing with them last
so
night
good.
and I was just like in love.
Yeah.
Just in love.
They don't look out of the box. They look really, really natural.
They're phenomenal.
Dustin says he likes the Mr. Natural brush. I like that one as well. Sexy Sumi, that's a good one.
Sexy Sumi, that's a good name.
Akash likes all of the wet media brushes. Yeah, really nice blending. Kyle, you still here? What are your favorite brushes?
Yeah, Kyle. Let's hear
Kyle.
from the master.
Let us
That is.
know. Yeah, Tim, Michael Shez did make a ketchup brush. I'm pretty sure Kyle has a ketchup brush as well. Kyle says, thanks, the concept brushes don't get enough love. I didn't promote that set enough back when it was released.
What? All right, we're promoting
Biggest
the heck
fan.
out of that. Like, in the next 2 days, I'm going to be using those brushes. And
Very nice.
I was like, I like too many, all my babies.
They're my babies.
Kyle.
And let's see, someone in chat is wondering, how do you get the brushes? And I will show you very quickly, actually. If we hop over to my computer, if you're in Photoshop, the most recent version of CC 2018, you are going to go to your brush tool. You can just tap B or click the brush icon, and you'll go down to your brushes. Click this cog icon right here. I'm gonna go all the way down and click Get More Brushes. That's gonna lead you to a site where you can choose what packs you want to download, etc., etc.
Super duper easy.
There we go. Yeah, Dustin, he has a concept brush set. Nice textures. Are the concept brushes in the mega pack? I don't know if they're included. Maybe Kyle can tell us since he's here. Ooh, I like your chosen design.
Thank you. It's a mold of all of them.
She got good brows. Like her brows.
Strong brows. The strong brows.
Okay, they're a separate download. Thank you, Kyle. Concept brushes are separate. All right, how do you feel about erasing things? when you work?
I love erasing things. Sometimes when you paint, it's nice to erase some stuff in between there. So
Yeah.
don't be afraid to erase.
Okay, what about like mistakes? How do you feel about erasing those?
Mistakes are great because you learn from mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like just embrace them. Because a lot of times people don't know that you're making mistakes,
True.
right? It's all internal.
Yep. You're like, oop, that felt wrong. And they're like, great
Right?
drawing.
That's why it's there for.
Yeah.
For you to erase stuff.
Yeah. There you go.
So use it. Use it like, in the best creative way you can.
Mm-hmm.
Because it could definitely be like a carving tool. Like if you just plop all in like the paint and then you just like to take the erase brush and like erase for highlights and, bright spots, things like that. who knows what can come out of it.
Oh yeah, that's actually one of the main ways that I draw, I guess, is
Yeah?
I'll just do a big block and then use some sort of brush to erase out the silhouette and add shapes and things.
There you go.
There you go.
See, and then you get like clean kind of edges that way.
Yeah. And it could be a little more stylized that way, like you're really kind of carving and making nice gestural motions.
So do you do that digitally or traditionally?
Both actually.
Yeah.
A lot of times I'll like lay down just a layer of graphite and then take some sort of gum eraser or anything and or even cut it out with
Yeah.
scissors.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, work with shapes.
That also sounds very therapeutic. You're just
Oh yeah.
going at it.
Like, get out of here.
Get out of here.
So, but I actually don't really like to use the eraser for erasing like mistakes. I'm more of the person that will cover it up, like add more
Oh, totally.
to get rid of it.
Yeah.
I just don't like. It just seems like I'm dislodging my brain when I have to erase something. It's like no, just keep going. Just
That is true.
fix it.
That is true. There is definitely truth in that. It does kill some flow, but yeah, it definitely depends how you use it.
Definitely. And we do have about 3 minutes left before the challenge deadline.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun. So we're going to look at the submissions in about 3 minutes. And then after that, we'll have a little bit of time to kind of maybe add color or
Yes.
finish up your sketch. And then we'll kind of close out the segment
Alrighty.
at like 11:50. So we got some time.
We got some time.
Jay, the print is from Percy Chen. I will show you his name. Oops.
He's
right
got
here.
such a cool name. Percy. I wish I saw that stream.
Well, it's archived. You can watch it
archived?
later. It was pretty short, too. It was only like 50 minutes.
What? He did that in 15 minutes?
No, not, well, did he? I think he might have already started. He works really fast, though. I will say.
I'm repping Percy big time. Percy.
He's gonna like find out about this stream later and be like, I'm so embarrassed. That's funny. Oh, yeah, if you speak German, make sure to watch the replay on the Adobe DE YouTube channel, because I'm assuming there's German subtitles? Oh, no, he was there in Germany last week. Right.
Oh.
Forgot about that, Tim. Good
So he
call.
did one here and in Germany.
I don't think he's actually
like
been here.
Oh, I see.
Has Percy been here? But what, he was in Barcelona. Barcelona in Germany. He's a worldly Percy. Oh yeah, true, he speaks all the languages. Ooh, Paula, great question. Wondering, Kei, how do you blend your colors?
Blending colors. That is all in my layers.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
like you, I like to put one on top of the other, layer it in, and find like the right blend.
Right.
Maybe use your soft brushes. Kyle definitely has a killer blending tool on his concept pack.
I've never used the blenders.
The blenders are so awesome. Okay, wait, let me see.
So many
It
packs.
was like, there's so many.
Holy moly.
Which one is it, Kyle? I remember using it. It's one of these ones, but it is awesome.
Yeah, what was it like? Is it like soft or kind of textural?
It is more in the soft end, but it just has like a good volume and just it's just nice.
Yeah, Kyle says look for the finger icon, the
Is it
smudge
the finger?
icon.
Is it that?
Because that's a kind of preset or tool it is. I don't see.
Okay.
All I see are brushes. Oh, wait, at the bottom.
Yeah, I think it's
Huzzah.
that one. Yes, this one. I love this one, Kyle.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice. So
It's
you
like
use
any-
this.
Yeah, I love that one. That's a great one.
Very
I
cool.
forgot that's right in the bottom.
Yeah, it's
My bad, Kyle.
so nice to have Kyle here in chat. Thanks for being here, Kyle. Keeping us all in line.
Look, he's just like, look for the finger icon.
You knew.
Yes.
Renata says, I always work with 1,000 layers. So many layers.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yes.
My
Layer
files are
it up.
scary.
Yeah. That's what it's there for.
That's true. Thank you, Photoshop. Paula's gonna go get the concept brushes. Nice. And we did just hit our deadline for the challenge submissions. So I'm going to make sure we have them all lined up, get them all open, and we'll look at them in about a minute or two. So if you have to use the restroom, go now. Come back if you want to see your work. I mean, not you. You should probably stay here.
You know what? You were right earlier. It's not there yet.
Right. These streams get long.
The hot water is not there yet, but yeah.
The hot water. I love that.
That's just what I drink every morning. Hot water.
Just plain hot water?
Yeah. Sometimes with lemon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I'm sharing this with you guys.
You said you didn't want to talk about anything personal. Now you're telling us about your daily routine?
I know. Okay. Over. Personal, over.
Too personal. She likes hot water. I've actually heard that it's like a nice way to get your body kind of started, wakes it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
There's nothing too offensive for the morning.
No.
Just hot water.
You don't want to shock your body.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Walter, did I miss the deadline? Yes, we just hit the deadline for the challenge for this segment. But we've got Nathan coming up next, well, in a little bit, and then we've got Anna coming up after him. So you have time. And this is actually a great time to let you all know that we are going to be kicking off our Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge here at 12 o'clock. So, if you have no idea what that is, it's basically a 2-week extravaganza of getting you started in Photoshop. If you are totally new, you've never even opened Photoshop before, or maybe you just want to kind of spruce up your skills, it's a great way to join a community. We'll be here every day at 12 p.m. doing a live stream for the next 2 weeks. We also have a Slack channel that will be in all day giving feedback and doing announcements. So make sure that you stick around at 12 if you want to learn more about that. We'll be working on this challenge, which is adding text to a design. And that's my spiel. I'm sticking to it. Ooh, Samantha, or Sam, is joining the challenge. So proper.
Nathan, folks, just stepped in the building. Hi, Nathan.
Hi, Nathan.
Oh, man, you guys are in for a treat.
All right, what are we in for?
I'm so glad I'm not following Nathan.
Sorry, Anna. Anna's awesome
following
too,
Bobby is enough. But
yeah, but Nathan's following me. But I'm following you. And you're following Bobby.
We'll all follow each other.
That's true. No competition here. But I know Nathan is known for a beautiful painterly style. Accurate?
Oh.
Thumbs up from him. Okay, cool.
Yeah. And beyond beautifully painting style, he does everything.
All the things.
He does realism, he does animation, he does figures.
He's a Nathan of all trades.
He does characters.
Kyle says, he shows his portraiture students one of Nathan's paid demos every spring. They flip out. They absolutely flip out. That's awesome.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, Akash, we will be showing your submission just in the next segment. No worries. So, we're going to open up some of these submissions and take a peek if you're interested in looking.
Yeah.
And then we can hop into color maybe right before we end.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, let's do it. So the challenge was to add text on top of some sort of image or illustration or design. So this is by Munir.
Acting unexpectedly. So act that way.
And this is Munir's quote. He quoted himself.
That's lovely.
Yeah. So life is acting unexpectedly, so act that way. And I think this is...
As long as it's not offensive.
Right. Don't hurt anyone. But I like that. It's true. Life is unexpected. So give it some of its own medicine, you know?
Yeah.
Nice. What do you think
That's
about...
a beautiful background, too. I love the colors.
Yeah.
Very
definitely.
serene. Font does match the background, that very calm.
Yeah, a little serious.
Yes.
Which is funny because the quote's a little bit irreverent and funny. So nice juxtaposition there. Good job, Munir. This is by Brenda, pairing an illustration.
The trees, the flowers, the plants grow in silence. Silence gives us a new perspective.
Wow.
That's deep. Mother Teresa.
Look at all these nice textures.
Did you do this?
Yeah, I'm sure she did.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And it's also a little bit of an exercise in hand lettering.
I love the third eye there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's enlightened.
Super enlightened. This is Mother Teresa. Nice job,
I
Brenda.
like it. It's like modern day Mother Teresa illustration.
Yeah, and the
Right
amazing thing about this specific challenge is it's perfect for social media. It's already in the square format, and I could see this doing super well on Instagram.
Yeah.
Very likable.
Very.
Nice job.
Good color choices too.
All right. Open that one twice, I guess. This is by Walter. Nice
My
use of
best
color
friend
eyes.
is the one who brings out the best in me. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Is this your best friend?
I know, I was going to say, who's this guy? He looks like he's looking at Henry Ford up in heaven.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So what do you think about the color choices and then the color choice of the type?
It's very more towards, I guess, like editorial, fashion-y, I guess.
Yeah, it totally
Like
is.
Seems like a model. Yeah,
It's nice.
I like the quote.
Yeah, and I think it's very readable, this value of the text, even though it is kind of similar to the yellow that's shown in the highlights, it's still a little brighter. Brings it out
It's
a little
nice
bit.
little contrasting colors, the yellow and the purple.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah.
Cool, nice job, Volter. Oh, nice. This is by David.
Painting is self-discovery. Every good artist paints what they are. Very true.
Whoa,
I like this. I love the image and I love the font.
Yeah.
It's a very good choice.
Yeah, pairing a sans serif with a serif. Very artsy. And even just kind of fitting it into this kind of nuanced triangular shape.
Yeah, it's a nice clean look and it totally, like the fonts definitely stand out as well as the image. It's a good choice.
Yeah, very nice. And Eric says, I love Unsplash. Yeah, Unsplash is an awesome place to find stock imagery that's really beautiful. We also have Adobe Stock, which is a great way to find stock images and preview them even before you license them. It's really nice. This is by Nicholas. So cute. Look at this.
Oh, love it. The definition of design is intent. Exactly. Exactly that.
I love it. The texture and the lettering really meshes well with the texture
Yes,
of the
it
piece.
really does. And then lets the piece stand out too.
Yeah.
This is a lovely piece.
Yeah, nice job, Nicholas.
Yeah, I want to go there.
I want to go to there, yes. Me too. And a really great thing about Behance, I know I say this a lot, but if you see someone's work that you like and you see them in chat, you can just click on their little icon. It'll take you straight to their Behance portfolio. Very easy. This is by Simon. I was created to create.
Ooh, this
Wow.
one is a bit more, what do you call it? It's like playing with your vision.
Yes, like a
Right.
magic eye painting.
Yeah, totally magic eye.
Nice. And it's very, even the lettering almost meshes with the texture of the background.
Yeah.
It gives me like a very primordial feeling, like I was created from the dirt
Yes.
and I must create.
I like that. I like that you drew up on that. One thing I can mention is that the sea and created, it kind of like blends in with the background. So there's that could pop up a bit more, and then I think that would be solid.
Definitely. If you squint your eyes a little bit and it kind of starts to disappear,
Yeah.
it's a good chance that the values need to be worked on a little bit. But nice job.
Yeah,
Very
very nice
interesting. It's by Felicia, one of our lettering artists that always hangs out with us on
Ooh.
stream.
When life leaves us behind, love keeps us kind. Linkin Park.
Nice. So when life leaves us blind, love keeps us kind.
This is a lovely one too. Yeah, I like the red and the dark browns.
Yeah, it's a nice flow.
It's a very nice flow. Lovely lettering. You got hard choices, or we got hard choices.
Yeah, definitely. So go check out more of Felicia's work if you're interested. She has a lot of beautiful lettering. Nice job, Felicia. This is by a good friend, Danny. In every walk with nature, one receives far more than he seeks. John Muir.
John Muir. Lovely.
Yeah, this is a really good, just little spot illustration.
It is really. Maybe you could post more than.
No, yeah, Danny has a really, really great portfolio.
Right.
Let's go click into it. Show it off a little bit.
Ooh.
So if a lot of it's like fully rendered out, and this is a nice showing of just a little vignette.
That is nice, Daniel.
So what do you think about the
Good choice.
comparison of the texture with this type choice?
I think it all goes like well in harmony. It goes with the style. I love the illustration, and I do love the colors, and that he is very nicely simplified, but it does, it does represent the saying well.
Yeah, nice job, Danny. Thanks for submitting.
I like that you hit his face.
Yeah.
It's like every man.
Exactly. It could be you or you or you. All right, this is by Esther, one of our good friends here at Adobe Live.
Never invest in any idea you can't illustrate with a crayon.
Ooh, that's
Peter
cool.
Lynch.
Nice. I love the little pop of color here in the quotes.
Yeah. It's a great photo too. Good choice in the photo. And the writing does look like it's written out of a crayon.
Yeah, it works. Cool.
And Peter Lynch.
There you go. Very
Love
nice.
Peter Lynch.
All right, Esther, great job. You have a lot of submissions, everyone. I'm very proud of you. This is by
So good. Thanks for all the
Sandash.
submissions.
Yeah.
Why do two colors put next to each other sing?
Wow, I love this. It's really nice.
That is good.
Usually these two colors, when they're like put too close to each other, they kind of hurt your eyes, but this is really pleasing. It almost feels like Dr. Seuss.
Yes. Totally right. Even like the bushiness is very Dr. Seuss. And
Yeah.
I like that you drew up on the red and the blue, like those subtle colors.
Definitely. It almost looks like maybe you even hand painted these colors in. Maybe not, but if you did, nice job.
A lot of nice primary colors, and then you put in that pop of purple. Because
Yeah.
purple's awesome.
Nice job. Great job, Sandash. Really, really like that one. Alrighty, this is by F. Smittick.
The shortest answer is doing.
Ooh,
You guys got some really good quotes.
very inspirational. Nice.
So this looks like a blend of two different images, right? One with the rock climber and then one with like this painterly background.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's wild.
Yep. Interesting.
Almost
textures.
very trippy.
Yeah, right? It feels very kind of cosmic and
Yeah.
metaphysical.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah, very metaphysical.
Nice job, F.
I like that quote too.
Okay, this is by Nagar. This is better to die fighting for freedom than be a prisoner all the days of your life.
Hells yeah.
There you go.
Oh, getting political. And by one of my favorite musicians,
Yeah,
Bob Marley.
there you go. So what do you think about this type pairing with kind of the texture of this entire piece?
It totally goes because it is that Renaissance kind of, era.
Yeah.
And that very timeless script
Right.
writing.
Definitely. It almost feels like Declaration of Independence-esque
Yeah.
or Bill of
Yes.
Rights-esque,
Yes.
handwritten with a quill pen.
By Bob Marley.
Nice contrast there.
If he wrote the Declaration of Independence.
Who knows what would happen? Nice job. All right, this is by Claire. This is by Shakespeare, All the World's a Stage.
Ooh.
Nice.
I love the choice of the photograph and that moon in the background. It looks like he did put that together himself or herself.
Yeah, right. I wonder if this is composited. Claire, let us know if you composited these images together, going the extra mile. If so, maybe I noticed right here it gets a little, like my eye goes to it because of the tangent. You could make it overlap even a little further.
It's a very interesting choice to put all in like the huge like caps too.
Yeah.
I wonder what the thought is behind that. You
Yeah.
know, all the world's a stage.
Right. Maybe it's just to fill up the design space.
Yeah.
Who knows? But nice job, Claire. Very moody. This is
Ooh.
by Ash.
This is cute.
Yeah, so made an illustration and paired it with some
I
lettering.
like this a lot.
All days
days
are
and
nights to see till I see thee, and nights bright days when dreams do show thee me.
I love this.
I love the combo.
This is a great graphic design illustration right here.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Very minimal, and this
Very
kind of
minimal.
calming blue choice is really nice, easy on the
Very
eyes.
minimal, very current, and very sharp and different.
Yeah, and it's interesting pairing like a Shakespearean quote with this style. Very cool, Ash. Good job. All right, this is by Anurag.
Do what you can't.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's a good quote.
Impossible is nothing.
Put yourself in those uncomfortable positions.
Yeah.
And that's how you grow from it, kind of stuff.
Right.
Yes.
And this is one of the first options I've seen where they've added this kind of graphic element here.
And the texturing is very nice too.
Yeah, the colorize, perfect, nice contrast.
Good choice of that that hand like photograph. Yeah.
Nice job. All right, moving on. This is by Dorit. I always wanted to be somebody, but now I realize I should have been more specific. I like that.
That is good. And I like that it's a bunny.
Yeah, right.
A caricaturized bunny with little feet.
Cute. And they nicely pulled this color maybe from the illustration.
Yeah.
It fits well around, almost like type on a pass.
So the bunny wanted to be somebody.
Just ended up a bunny, which I guess isn't that bad of a thing. Nice job. Can't wait to see the rest of your submissions. All right, this is by Mehul.
Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication.
Smile.
I love this quote. This quote came up earlier, didn't it?
Maybe.
Yes.
I heard them talking about the Mona Lisa earlier.
Yeah. This is nice.
Very cool. Yeah, and this interesting extreme crop, it really allows you to have this space that you can put text into.
Yeah, this is a good choice of fonts too. It feels like a museum kind of, well, especially with the Mona Lisa smile there. It does have that museum vibe.
It does.
Yeah. Or like magazine.
Nice job, Mehul. Oh, right. Or maybe that was actually the first submission. Maybe this is the second one. A Day Without Laughter is a day wasted.
Yes.
Cool. So they're kind of making this scheme of having this close-up on the smile and then adding a quote. Nice job. All right, this is by Elizabeth. If we were meant to remain in one place, we would have roots instead of feet. Very cool. Also from Canada.
Ooh.
Nice. I noticed a lot of very light layering here. So there's some stars. There's some yellow over here. Some
I like
shines.
that, you know, he kind of stylized the water over there. It is an illustration, isn't it? Or, no, it's
sure.
a photograph.
It is
It's a photograph. But I guess the pixelation kind of made it look like
a textured brush.
like a texture brush. Yeah.
But this does have this kind of, like you've been saying, ethereal feeling where it's like these light gauzy layers with this dark contrast here. And a very simple quote. Very nice. Good job, Elizabeth.
Very elegant.
All right, we just have a couple more. This is by Felipe.
Oh, yeah. Chorao. Poem. Cuando está en paz, no quiera con ninguém. I can't.
Me neither. I didn't even try. But I think Felipe might be a big fan of this artist because I think they've been talking about it in chat a little bit. But I love this color combination.
This looks like a cool cover, like album cover.
Yep. Yeah, like an EP cover, or I think this would do really well on Instagram as well. Be nice to scroll by. Cool, and I love the creative use of the text, kind of hopping down steps. Maybe this is reminiscent of how the song or the rap actually sounds. Nice job.
I wish I could speak it.
But you can beatbox.
Yeah. Cuando está en paz.
And that's it. All right, Daryl, this is cool. Rock bottom became the foundation on which I rebuilt my life.
Ooh. J.K. Rowling. That yeah, she's one of my idols too. Yeah,
Nice.
like that she came from nothing. She built an empire.
A magical
This is
empire.
wonderful.
Yeah. So I wonder, Daryl, if you did this illustration, let's hop into your potentially. Maybe you grabbed it from somewhere, but kind of combined it into a beautiful design.
It does look like Daryl made it, right?
Yeah, let us know, Daryl. But cool, I love
Nice,
this
Daryl. Yeah.
really, really light value. I don't think it's pure white, but it's like almost there, and then this little toned down J.K. Rowling in the bottom. Nice job.
It's nice and clear and straight to the point. Happy
Nice
rock.
form. Yep. Yeah, that's true. Cool, nice job, Daryl. All right, this is by Tariq. Colorless green ideas sleep furiously. Whoa. Wowza. It makes my mind wander. So what do you think about this text? This is cool.
It definitely stands out.
Mm-hmm.
It does go with it. You know, I like the simplicity. I like that it's like chunky.
Yeah. I just like this. Like, I wish it was its own kind of design.
Like you just zoomed right into it.
Yeah, and I maybe wish there was a little bit of texture also down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe even just a hint of a drop shadow, because this just looks a little flat compared to how kind of beautifully rendered the rest is.
It's a lovely quote, too.
Nice job, Tariq. All right, 2 more.
Something wonderful is about to happen. I hope so.
Are you here? Are we going to win $1 million? Cool. So what do you think about this kind of almost ransom note looking text?
I do feel like something about wonderful is about to happen. Like I'm about to win the lottery, like you said. And then we can go like splurge.
Maybe we can like buy half of a house in San Francisco.
Yes.
But this is really cool. I love how much movement here's here.
I love the background. I love the mix of those different brushes and effects.
I don't know. Maybe it's a stock image that they changed the coloring on. Nice job, Marissa. All right, we have 1 more. This is by Renata. Magic is just around the corner.
Ooh, nice illustration too.
Yeah, handmade illustration mixed with some type.
I like that you stuck with the reds and blues.
Yeah, although I do have a little bit of trouble reading this.
Right.
I noticed there's a little bit of a drop shadow, which can be really helpful for readability.
Right. The magic definitely stands out.
Yep. Agreed. Yeah.
Maybe if the rest of that red was a lighter, lighter hue color.
Right, or you could even move it, crop it in a different way.
Yeah.
All right, I think those are all of the submissions. Thank you so much, everyone. Yes.
Well done.
Round of applause. We had loved looking at them, and I feel thoroughly inspired after all of your inspiring quotes.
Me too.
So we have
That
about,
was
we
Great
have
collection.
like 3 minutes left.
Oh no.
I know. So it looks like you're throwing some color in.
I am, but not to worry if I don't finish this. We are going to continue this tomorrow because I'm going to put her in a background.
Yes. So it's all about the character design, adding some kind of context and some color for her. And we have you for 2 more days.
Yes,
so.
you do. For 2 more days.
We have you. You're a prisoner here.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
I love
prisoner.
to be your prisoner.
So I'm
Adobe
excited
is
to see.
awesome.
Oh, glad you think so. Glad to have you. Paula, real quick, is wondering what brush are you using to add the color?
Oh,
Just
this
around?
one? This one is the same brush I was using
Oh, cool.
for the pencil brush.
Nice. That's a little bit of texture, but it's not too
Yeah.
intense.
Yeah, sometimes I like to keep it simple, but in this this phase, I normally will color and block in the figure as solid as I can, and then I will use my layers and slowly color it, and you will see that in the next bunch of days.
Couple days. Yeah, I'm always interested to see how people color, because you can do it, like you said, in the layers. You could do it all at once, kind of flat, like a painting.
Yeah, this technique is probably the most, what do you call it, efficient. It's what a lot of concept artists will tend to do.
Right.
For efficiency, because you gotta really like pump these ideas quick.
Too
And
quick.
pump them quick and keep them, tight and clean and professional looking.
Right. But very quick.
Yes, but very
Emphasis
quick.
on that.
You don't want to be too sloppy, you want to clean it up a bit, spend a little bit more time. So this is a rush job, but
you do it well.
Thank you.
Yeah, you
Thanks,
rush well.
Kat.
No problem, Kay.
Oh, I've been having fun with you. So.
Oh, good. Well, we will be back tomorrow. I'm going to let you go in about a minute, but chat, make sure you stick around. We're going to start the kickoff for our daily creative challenge for Photoshop at 12 p.m. Pacific time, so just in 5 minutes. Make sure you stick around if you would like to be a part of that. And Kay, I will let you go, but first...
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Anything you want to say to the audience? Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in,
tomorrow.
and come back tomorrow and watch us all paint things and bring them to full finish.
Awesome. Awesome. So everyone will be back in 5 minutes. Stick around and you'll see Kei tomorrow. Bye.
Take care.